Now we're going to go over how to make a team from scratch if you needed to, say if you were playing an interleague game or there was some changes on the fly, a new kid was added, manager change, etc. We're going to click Team Manager. We're going to say Add Team right here. Now, first thing we need to do is enter a team name, the Awesome Armadillos. Team manager is me, because I'm awesome. Now we need to go to roster, which is right here. We're going to click roster. Now it's going to ask you, would you like to use a quick team to create a default roster for this team? Now this is what I like to do when I'm sitting down at an interleague game and I only get the score sheet from the roster from the other team right at the beginning. I'm going to click yes. And what that's going to do is ask me how many players, how many girls bat, default first name, and the default last name. So what I'll usually, I like the way this has it. I'll say, oh, there's 11 players, and everybody bats because we're playing in 10U, so everybody bats all the way around. And I want it to say player name, and then I want their number because that makes it easy to change as they come up to bat, or when I get the roster from them. And I'm going to hit create up here in the top right corner. So this will make me a roster with 11 kids, all of which are batting, and the kids will be named player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 11. And I'm going to hit create. Now, if I have time, I can go through and do this if I want to, and I can change all the kids to have proper stuff, or I can do it as I go as well, and I'll show you how to do that. So if I wanted to change player 1, I open her up, I get the stuff from the other team, and I find out her name is Susie. Her number is 99. She's creative. Her last name is Jones. Her last name is Jones, and her number is 99. You can enter batting, right, left. Everybody should be yes. And you can enter where they're playing too if you have time. I'm going to say she's playing second base. And you hit done. Now, you can just leave them like this, or if you have 2-3 minutes, you can go through and add everybody. You don't need to add their defensive positions, but it makes it really easy to do so when you're doing this. So player 2, we're going to change their name to Joni Johnson. She's number 76. And she's going to bat. She's going to play third base. So you can see it only takes about 10 seconds to do each one. Okay. Now, if you can be done right here and just leave it as long as you can keep track of who's going through. If you don't want to type in names, like you don't care if you're not going to play Dixon ever again, if you don't want to type in names, just go through and change their number. Makes it very easy. If all you care about is making sure the right batter comes up, for example, you can go through really quick off of the other coach's lineup sheet and add numbers. If you try to add the same number twice, like I'll try to add 43 again, it will tell me that you cannot do that. Well, it didn't this time, but usually it does. You can also just, if you're not going to add names, right here on the roster sheet, you can just tap your finger right on the number, which is this 0. If I tap right there, I can just change the numbers very easily. And in this way, I can have a really quick, perfectly set up team with a batting order and all the numbers really fast. And then as I go along, if I care about adding names, I can do so. Now, you have team, the Awesome Armadillos, managed by me. You have a roster that is nice and clean and perfect. All the kids are batting. So then when we come up to have a game, they'll come up in that order.